party here at Vans headquarters. We've got skating, BMX, we got three great acts. Tony Alva's band, B And The Hive, and Harper's coming on. But of course, we got lots of food. If Steve's involved, lots of food, beer, wine, drinks, having a great time, celebrating Vans' new office in Costa Mesa.
Welcome to our Vans Vert demo. My name is Duncan. I'm with World Cup Skateboard. What's up, Juice? Dan Levy from Juice Mag in the house.
What's your first memory of skating in Vans? Oh, wearing out the right shoe. I always used to wear out the right shoe, the heel and the toe. When I had holes in them, I would go back to the shop and ask them if they'd sell me one shoe or kick me down another shoe, and that's how I ended up wearing Vans. I was getting them one at a time.
The California weather. I met people from all over the planet, and they're like, man, you guys are lucky here in California. You got the ocean, you got the skate ramp out here, you got the mountains, go snowboarding, Moto World, BMX show. We got it all Vans lifestyle. And we got legendary Steve Caballero on the ramp.
First time I got a very first pair of Vans was probably 1979, and it was in Campbell, California, NorCal. And Vans had a skateboard shop up there, shoe shop. And you know, I went to skate park and I knew that Vans was the skateboard shoe. I saw it in the magazine, promoted as a skateboard shoe. So I had to go to the store, and I found out there was one in my hometown. So I went to a Vans store and got a pair of low tops. And I also got those little ankle pads. They had little plastic ankle pads that you could put around your ankle that went with the low tops. So yeah. I wish I still had those, man. Those would be super cool to have.
And you skated at Campbell or like?
Winchester Skate Park, Campbell Skate Park, were my locals at that time. And yeah, so visited one of the very first Vans shoe shops in NorCal and got my first pair around '79.
Sports, man, these are dangerous things. Don't do this at home unless you got a half pipe at your house.
Yeah, or if you're Steve Caballero, man, then by all means, do it at home.
Yeah.
Steve Cab's been there forever, man. Working with Steve Van Doren way back in the day on the half cab, the full cab, all the awesome shoes.
Your first pair of Vans?
Wow, that's a hard one. I guess like I'd say since day one, dude, I was always like super picky about my shoes. And I think I started off riding Vans shoes and I kind of just stuck. I tried riding other stuff when I was younger too, but it never kind of stuck like it did. Like, I remember riding the rallies, the super puffy white ones back in the day, and riding the Cardiels. And those were like the two shoes I remember growing up with the most, and like getting pairs and pairs and pairs.
Where did you skate them?
Anywhere, Chino Skate Park. My grandma lived out there. So I always used to go out there on the weekends and like go skate that park. So Iola, the indoor Vans park, I was always skating that in the combi.
You love these guys?
Culver City, everywhere pretty much. My parents were pretty rad about taking me like wherever I needed to go. So rad, yeah, man.
No knee pads, man. Crazy.
I like the way he does that shuffle out of that nose guy. Yeah, they call him the muscle, Chris Russell.
First pair of Vans was probably from one of the original Costa Mesa stores. They had that, like one of the first stores they ever had was in Costa Mesa on Newport Boulevard. Before Newport Boulevard ended, where the 55 ends, that wasn't even there. And then, I mean, I don't know, probably just kicking around on my knees. Skating flat ground on one knee on my board and the other foot pushing. So I've been skating ever since I've been a little kid, you know. So Vans have always been one of those shoes that, you know, the go-tos. So I'm not gonna say one specific spot. It's just starting on my knees and pushing with Vans on.
Omar was one of those stars of the Vans Triple Crown that we had going for many years.
Where I skated in my first pair of Vans. Well, I was living in San Jose at the time, and there was a jump ramp that friends were taking over to a school, and I want to say, for whatever reasons, that experience is what I remember, but it was with Vans, wearing Vans. So.
What year was that?
I want to say it was like '84, right around there, and there were skate highs. Well, they weren't called skate highs. It was 38s. Yeah.
We got skate, we got BMX, we got music from the Warped Tour. Vans family in the house.
Where do you remember skating your first pair of Vans, and when did you get them?
I got my first pair of Vans in 1975 at the Vans store on Crenshaw and Torrance Boulevard. And I don't know, skating around the streets of Torrance back then.
Do you remember where you skated your first pair of Vans?
That's a good question. They were rally, the original rally shoes, and I think I was like 10 or something like that. Where I skated them? Claremont Skate Park. Yeah.
Sick.
This is Alex Perlson coming out of San Diego. Alex, one of the few humans on the planet to ever do the tail grab 900. Yeah, one of the big tricks that Tony Hawk invented back in '99. Yeah, Perlson, good to see you back up and rolling, looking strong there.
When do you remember getting your first pair of Vans, and where you skated?
Oh man, I remember I got photos of me wearing Vans shoes. They were a little bit smaller than this. This is a Vans size 66. But it was in the 70s. My aunt lived in Lakewood. I'd visit her. It was around 76. I went to visit them and they said, oh, one of the first Vans stores here. And I got photos of me skating around some of the first skate parks wearing Vans.
Back in the day, Caballero did an 11-foot high air on one of these vert ramps right there. Imagine going 11 feet high off this thing. That's like way up there. Woo! 25 feet in the air.
Handling business.
Where do you remember getting your first pair of Vans, and where did you skate?
My first pair of Vans were probably at the Block of Orange, the skate park that first opened in '98, I think. So probably around that time was when I first got my first pair of Vans and my first skateboard and my first pass to skate the new park. Yeah. Shoes that I got were the Omar Hassan Pros. They were like the dude with the army man kind of like, and goggles on his head and stuff. I remember those. They were like white, blue, and gray. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Josh Borden.
I got my first pair of Vans when I was 3 months old, so I don't remember. I've been wearing Vans since I was an infant. My father purchased Vans and wore Vans. He was a pool man. They were like 11, 12 bucks. And they were really good for walking up the sides of the pools while he acid washed them. And they were cheap, so when the acid would eat the canvas and they dissolve, you just go buy a new pair. So my dad was a religious Vans purchaser.
Do you remember your first skate session in Vans? Ever?
Yeah.
No, but when I was 4, my dad took me to go buy my first pair of big boy shoes, and he took me down to the Vans store in Eagle Rock, which I believe is store 6, something like that. And you know, they measure your foot and everything, and he let me pick out a pair. And I got a pair of what's now known as the Era, navy blue Eras. And I was fucking hyped. My first pair I got to skate in was a pair of the original brown high tops. And I was about 10 years old, and I was hyped.
Nice.
And then I got some, I custom ordered some mustard and chocolate brown slip-on. My history with Vans is lifelong, and I have the pain in my feet to prove it.
And he made it look stylish. Yeah, Christian.
Dust, you were talking about the Vans pool party. You had that shirt on earlier over at the shop somewhere.
Do you remember getting your first pair of Vans, and where did you skate them?
Got my first pair of Vans on Holt Boulevard in Pomona. The place was on the south side of Holt, I believe, and just a little hole in the wall. And I got the, I believe they were like the Harlem Globetrotter colors, like blue, yellow, and red. Something like there were at least 3 colors on them, checkered, slip-ons. And then skated them at the Upland Pipeline, of course.
Yeah!
Look at Willy Lara.
Tell me where you got your first pair of Vans and where you remember skating them.
You know, I think I got my first pair of Vans on Redwood and Washington Boulevard in Venice. And they're probably blue. I want to say that's all they, you know, that's the color I remember.
Remember where you skated them?
Skated them probably in Mar Vista. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I used to street skate a lot, and just there you go. Mar Vista was one of my little spots. It was like my kind of like go-to little spot. Nobody knew about it. Revere, did Revere, you know, way back in the day on clay wheels.
Thanks for coming down and sharing the love. It is a hard ticket to get to be here right now, standing on this hallowed ground. So consider yourself loved by the Vans family, and this is for you. This whole session going off.
My first pair of Vans?
Yeah.
And where did I skate them? The first pair of Vans that I had were a second-hand pair of black skate highs. They were hand-me-downs. They were 1 to 2 sizes too big for me. They cost me £5, which would be pennies now. And the second pair of Vans I had, they had 2 different sizes. One was one size, one was the next, and they were 2 different versions of a native. And I think there's 3 different versions of the native, so 2 of them were on both my feet. Those were my first pair of Vans.
Where did you skate them?
Well, the first ones, the skate highs, the black skate highs, we called them Tom Knox Vans, because Tom Knox would ride them all the time. We all want to skate like Tom Knox. They were too big for me, right? I actually didn't really enjoy riding in them because they were too big. The next ones I got, one of them was beautiful and the other one was still too big. That was my first experience with Vans. Then I had about 10 pairs of Chuckers after that, and then that was it. Love them.
Right now, Larry Edgar skates one of our the reigning Vans U.S. Open at BMX champ.
I got my first pair of Vans at the skate shop in Bloomington, Indiana called Coast Connection. And that was our skate shop. Brian Pass worked there, and it was so rad because you could order the Vans, you could order any custom Vans you wanted. You just filled out the thing and sent it off, and you got your Vans back. It was awesome.
Where did you skate them?
What did I skate them?
Where did you skate them?
Where did I skate them? I skated at our local skate park. It was Maplefoot Skate Park. So rad. It was good times.
We're hot young kids. And on the rep right now we got Bennett Harada, the Style Master. Yeah.
Where you skated in your first pair of Vans?
Marietta Skate Park. Actually, had to be Temecula Skate Park before that. So, yeah, just classic Vans slip-ons. That was my first pair.
Jordyn Barratt, amazing surfer out of Hawaii. Look at that front side ollie. Look, Mom, no hands. That really is her mom up on the deck taking pictures right there. Really, it really is. She's the only one that can say that. Look at that. Eggplant. And the sailfish.
My first pair of Vans ever,
Yeah.
I got on Holt Boulevard, where he was talking about earlier, Ben. That was the only Vans store in our house, like on our area. And I went and kind of got some shoes, and I got blue ones. And at that point, we were skating like Central Pool, like Holt Pool. And we're talking way back. And the first custom pair of shoes I got, my dad gave me my ass off mowing lawns. My dad's like, here's 25 bucks. I went and got a custom pair of shoes. I was super hyped. I got blue, red, blue, and yellow, blue and yellow. 2 different colors. And I came home, my dad was so mad at me. He's like, what are you doing those clown shoes? Like, I paid $25 for clown. What is wrong with you? And I told him, I go, well, Dad, look in the magazine. Like, that's what Jay Adams does, and Stacey Peralta, and TA, and like, you gotta be like those guys, man. Like, you know, so that was kind of what it's about, you know.
First pair of Vans and skating.
You know, I got my first pair of Vans when I was about his age, 8 years old, maybe even earlier, and it was at the Vans store down in Culver City. And I remember you could order your customs, but I was like, I want it right now. And so I got like these suede custom, like the eras, and it's like the ones Jay Adams was wearing, and so I was like, those are for me. First pair of Vans.
Where'd you skate them?
Venice Beach, LA, Malibu, Topanga, Hollywood, Santa Monica. Those things were on my feet for a quick minute before I ended up going to the Marina Del Rey skate park soon after. Got my first pair of high top Vans from Everett Rosecrans, I believe, and they were made for skateboarding, and ever since then been hooked not only on skateboarding but on Vans. Vans waffle soles were the best, are the best, will always be the best.
This song goes out to Jeff Grosso. Your way from the ground.
stage ever together, but we're just gonna jam out. So, we're gonna wing it. We're a band that's called Wing It. the first time we ever played that song together. I just heard it about 5 minutes ago. All right, we're called Wing It. And we've got Steve Alva on guitar. Ray Barbie on guitar. Mitch Whitaker on drums. And an old fart on bass. This next song is called What Are We Doing? Let me think of something real quick.
Thank you. That's all for all your rockabillys out there. That's the twist. Anybody want to hear an encore or something or what?
Thank you for sticking around for Wing It. We also want to thank Ben Harper for opening up for us too.